Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
Today we are back with a Sonic Spinball Let's Play.
Yep.
And this might just be a one-off thing. Probably just a one-off thing unless you guys really are like, please play all of the game. It's really not that long, so...
Right.
I feel like at the most it would be 2 parts if you wanted us to do more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know...
Yep. For all those who made... Yep. There we are. For those who made jokes about Sonic's adventures being like being in a pinball machine, here we go.
I don't know who made those jokes. That doesn't sound like a joke anybody made, but...
Yeah. Because I think they were going off of a line that was used in the cartoon where he compared how Robotnik was treating them to this.
Yeah, well, I think they were referencing the pinball, the Sonic Spinball game in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep. And I just died.
Yeah. This game can be kind of difficult as far as pinball games go.
Yeah. Admittedly, it's been a long time since I played a pinball game.
Yeah, so I think based on when this was released, we probably, if we were doing it chronologically, should have played it before Sonic 3. But...
around the same time we were doing Sonic CD, I guess.
Right, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We're doing it now because we finished Sonic and Knuckles earlier than we expected they would.
That's fair, because...
well, both later and earlier. We weren't gonna start a long Let's Play, because we only had 3 weeks ago.
Right. So we might as well have some fun with our Genesis. And get, cover the Sonic games that get very overlooked, at least the ones that...
Yeah, they're not exactly the ones that are like considered Sonic classics. I mean, Sonic Spinball does end up in a lot of the like Genesis collections, but
yes, they do like to include that in the classics. I remember this being in the collection along with Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah.
And I presume some of the hidden games on that list were like Sonic 3 plus Knuckles and Sonic 2 plus Knuckles.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Of course, Vector Man and...
yeah, I mean, I've seen the list of hidden games, so I don't
you have?
so.
No?
Well, it's kind of pointless to do Sonic 3 plus Knuckles because, I think... I don't know if they did this on the Mega Collections port or the Genesis Collection port, but one of the ports just actually let you play as Knuckles in Sonic 3.
Really?
I don't know, but I know the PC port definitely did. Because I played the PC port, that was my Sonic 3 and Knuckles experience, and you could just select Knuckles. That was how they got around the cartridge thing. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you want to see us play as Knuckles in Sonic 2 or Sonic 3.
Yeah, I guess that would be a fun thing to try.
Yeah. If not, we'll just do it on our own.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially now knowing... I wondered that, especially now knowing that Sonic 3... plus Sonic and Knuckles together was the complete Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yeah.
Things that I didn't know back in the day until fairly recently. I mean,
Right, you didn't have a Genesis.
Correct. It's one of the things that admittedly I felt bad about as a young child because I didn't have access to Sonic.
Right.
And admittedly, had we met back then, I would have thought you were cruel.
Thanks.
But
Well, the Super Nintendo and the Genesis came out around a time where one of my parents was still like at home raising me, and so they played video games with me, and I wanted both, so we just got both. Like when it was around the same time, like I literally can't pinpoint which one we bought first. I know we didn't literally buy both of them in the same shopping trip. I just don't remember which one I bought first. They were that close together in terms of when they were purchased. So, yeah.
I still think you're cool, though.
Thanks. I'm thinking... Yeah. I think it was maybe 92 when we got both of them. I don't remember what was here.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I got my either 92 or 93 when I got my Super Nintendo, so...
Do you, I don't know if the stores still have this, but I know back then my mom would take advantage of layaway.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they still do that.
Right. True. I think it kind of exists, but it's not as, unfortunately, not as prominent as it was.
And probably not as beneficial anymore, I would imagine.
Probably not. I wouldn't know that because I haven't tried doing layaway.
Me either, but my mom would do it all the time because she would buy Christmas gifts really early. And if
Smart shopping.
yeah, and if she didn't have all of the funds, because you know she'd buy way before like Black Friday sales and all that. That's why she would use layaway for some of it, like some of the bigger purchases. Because yeah, like summertime, it was time to shop for Christmas gifts. Back in the day, she was really early.
That is smart. I've been shopping for Christmas gifts earlier and earlier these days too, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like if you see something and you absolutely know that it would be a perfect Christmas gift, you might as well just get it for that person.
Yes, absolutely. That's kind of how I roll.
Yeah.
Because I think doing your Christmas shopping in December is way too late, and
It can be iffy.
yeah, Black Friday is so bad, if I'm to be bluntly honest,
Yeah.
that it's not really worth it.
I mean, a lot of people do it online now.
Yeah.
It's not too bad online.
Cyber Monday. True, yeah, because you can do it at everyone's own pace.
Yeah. And now it's like they've extended it to like the week before Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You might as well start shopping as soon as summertime rolls around.
Eventually, they'll have Black Friday during Halloween, I swear.
Oh yeah, we already have Christmas in July.
Yeah.
I worry that was why Christmas in July happens, which, as a kid, I never really got.
Yeah, it's funny. Nowadays, I seem to just hear about the people who are obsessed with Halloween, whereas when I was younger, there were people who were like equally, if not more, obsessed with Christmas.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's quieted down and been replaced by the Halloween obsessed people.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I think the warning signs were there because, holiday-wise, Halloween was slowly becoming the #1 holiday, but Christmas was still at a healthy #2.
Right.
I worry that now has Christmas dropped to #3? I know it's been 24 years.
#3 to what?
That's the problem. I don't know what it would have.
I mean, I know Halloween is up there, but what's the other thing you're thinking of?
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm trying to think what because you pointed out that Christmas's fandom has died down.
Right.
Halloween is clearly taking the #1 spot, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, it's hard to say. Because I don't know a lot of people who are obsessed with other holidays. I mean, I guess since we're in the United States, 4th of July, but
Yeah, I suppose.
that's mostly a food thing. It's not really
Yeah.
a buy gifts for people type of holiday.
True, it's a food and
Fireworks.
yeah. Although some people like to buy their own fireworks. I don't think it's always worth it because cities and towns make their own fireworks show.
Man, now I wish my neighbors would just go to the ones in town instead of buying their own.
Yeah.
Because I like sleep.
Yes.
But anyway.
That is true, yeah. Everyone in summertime holidays in North America. What can I tell you?
Yeah. But I don't hang out with a lot of couples, so I don't know people that are obsessed with Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I feel that obsession has also died down, I think, faster than Christmas, honestly.
Because really, it's only beneficial to people who are in a relationship
Yeah.
or kids who want to, like, do the Valentines. But I don't even know if they do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like the little Valentines that you take to school.
Yeah, I remember that activity. That was like a big deal when you and I were in K-12, especially
Yeah.
K-6.
Yeah. It's something I really only did in elementary school. I don't remember doing it in middle school at all.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. K-5, not K-6.
Yeah. Which for us, since we're in the United States, is elementary school. I know in, I mean, I don't know. There might be other states that do K-6
Yeah.
elementary,
which, yeah, when I used to talk with my father, he would talk about K-6 when talking elementary schools.
Right, baby boomers, when they were kids, did K-6.
Yeah.
In elementary school. And that, one of my friends who's in Canada, that's the way it was for them.
Aha. So Canadians still do it that way.
At least in one of the schools they went to. So, yeah. But I don't know if that's all over Canada. This individual is from the British Columbia area, so I don't know.
That's true.
I don't know if Atlantic Canada and like, Central Canada are different.
You're right, I forgot about that because they have their own rules too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know enough about Canada to know what's like all of Canada and what's like what do they call it in Canada? Are they they're not prefectures.
Provinces.
Provinces.
Yeah, they use the word province to refer to their subdivisions.
Right. Okay. Provinces. Yes. So I don't know. I would assume that school stuff is probably a province matter.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I know in the United States, certain school regulations are handled by the state.
Yes. As I remind myself, all 10 provinces plus the 3 territories.
Yeah. That's why, like, when I'm tutoring, since I'm tutoring kids in 2 different states, I have to make sure, I pay attention to the calendar for both of the states and not just go, oh, well, they're next to each other, so they'll have all the same days off. I can tell you that their fall break and winter breaks are the same, but much to my dismay, because this means I don't get to travel anywhere during spring break, they do not have the same spring break. Yeah.
Strange.
I mean, they're both in March, but they are different weeks in March.
Huh.
So I'm like, well, so much for making travel plans. Because you have to be in the U.S. to work where I'm working. Even though it's online, for some stupid reason, they don't want you doing it from outside of the U.S. They claim it's security reasons, but I'm not buying that. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I feel like there's another reason.
Maybe there is.
And yeah, you could maybe argue time zone, but that's not the case either, because the United States has like at least three, if not 4 different time zones.
Yes. And if I remember correctly, the states you assist with share our time zone.
No, they're central times.
Oh, they're central. Okay.
They're an hour different.
Okay.
Thankfully, I'm not teaching anyone on the West Coast where it's a 3-hour difference. That would kind of be frustrating to have the 3-hour difference. 1 hour is not a big deal. I've memorized my schedule in my time zone and theirs because we're only an hour apart, so it's no big deal.
Gotcha.
Maybe they don't want huge gaps in the time zone. But it would be probably fine, like, in Europe it would just be a 6-hour difference. But yeah, if I go further than that, abroad, like, obviously they wouldn't like Japan where it's like 14 hours, 14-hour difference. Yay, we got a emerald, which I think they call them a chaos emerald, but those things do not look like chaos emeralds.
No, they do not.
They just look like generic blue gem.
That's true.
And I think the other one is green? I don't remember. I've only seen like 2 of them in this game.
Same. I haven't really got far in Sonic Spinball.
I think one time we did.
Oh yeah.
A long time ago, but yeah, we're not that. We're not Sonic Spinball experts by any means.
No, we are not, I should say.
Yeah.
Me especially.
I always really struggled with this game personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the music, and the aesthetics of this level remind me of Mystic Cave Zone, so I do kind of like it for that reason. But, and it actually made me care about a pinball video game because I'm not really a huge fan of pinball video games. Mind you, and you know, it makes more sense with Sonic. Like, when years later Mario came out with a pinball game, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to play it. Mario looks weird. They like forced his body into a pinball shape and he looked very miserable. Whereas Sonic, he's used to spinning in a ball just naturally, so you don't have to put him through any physical pain to
Sonic
make him
can
work
also
as a ball.
roll up in a ball, like you see here on the screen.
Yeah, he's a hedgehog, so he can roll up into a ball.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yep, I love that little hedgehog.
I know, I love him too. And that is something that they did with Sonic much earlier than with Mario.
Yeah, Mario was way after the fact.
Yeah.
And I worried at that point Nintendo was just trying to come up with ideas.
Yeah, I feel like, the Mario Pinball came at a time where Nintendo was kind of like, well, what have we not tried?
Yeah.
They were like, we're kind of... It was a rough time. It was Game Boy Advance, which... I love the Game Boy Advance, but I feel like it was a rough time for Mario, specifically.
Yes.
Not a rough time for Nintendo, but a rough time for Mario.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense, actually. Only in 150. Oh, I still have a live. Okay, good.
That's good.
Okay.
What did I say? It's SB.
Yeah.
I wrote SS. Oh, because I just did Sonic Spinball. I didn't make a ball separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, to be fair to my past self, that makes sense. I just wasn't on the same... I'm not on the same thought pattern as me yesterday, apparently.
That's okay.
I was a very different person yesterday. No, I really wasn't. I was pretty much the same person. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Just joking.
I
Oh, yes, but, I hope you guys have been having a good time watching us play Sonic.
Yes, I hope so too. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was not always easy, but it was a joy
Yeah.
to share with everyone playing the Sonic games for my best friend's collection.
Yeah. And this is my copy. This is on the Genesis.
Yep.
This is not, even though we mentioned it, this is not the Mega Collections or Genesis Collection copy. We have the OG one. Well, we proved that with the logo, even though sorry, we recorded late, so I don't know if, it started recording late, so I don't know if it picked up the first screen that comes up when you turn on the Genesis.
Yeah, which I think is built into the Genesis every time you start a game. Sega product, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, so people could be like, well, all we saw was the Sega logo, and that's on every port, which is true. Yes, so.
Sega.
Yeah. And apparently, when this was released in Japan, instead of the opening music we have that's very different. They got a kind of rocking version of
Oh,
That's something I learned.
so they had a different theme song to this game.
Yep. I'm guessing they felt like it would appeal to the Japanese fans more if it sounded more like the original theme.
Nice.
But they still kept it with like that metallic sounding theme that they were going for in this game. With a lot of the music like with,
Gotcha.
if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
Which I say rocking because I assume it was trying to sound like an electric guitar at times. I feel like that's what they were going for. Even though to me it sounds like metal more so than an electric guitar, but you know, kind of gives the same vibe as electric guitar, so it's fine.
I do. I think that's strength of the Genesis is that their music does sound rock and roll.
Yes.
And
Yeah, which is why Sega of America leaned into the cool factor.
of course.
Which
And
I don't-
rightfully so.
I don't necessarily know. I don't think they did that in Sega of Japan. I'm not sure how they approached marketing the Genesis. I'd have to research it more.
Same. From the clues and what I gathered was they heavily emphasized the technological
Advantages, yeah.
yes, and they also went on this is like having an arcade game
Uh-huh.
at home, and they're absolutely right on that because the Genesis is a real 16-bit game system.
Yeah, so and that's why it does have a lot of superior ports.
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't understand how it lost to the PC Engine.
I don't know.
Which
I don't know. I maybe they're nostalgic for it,
I guess.
but me, I'm like, what's a PC engine? Is it a computer? Because I played software on the computer all the time, so I would have been like, what do you mean PC engine? What, on the Windows or the Mac or? And they would laugh at me. Yeah. They would be like,
Well, I wouldn't laugh at you, but
except they, you're nice. You wouldn't have done
thanks and yes.
that. People who know, fellow people who know what the PC would
Yeah,
be, would have laughed.
right.
Although there probably a lot of people my age would also be like, what's the PC engine? And like, yeah, I don't know.
For the Gen Xers watching the show who...
Gen Xers are crying. I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. You who actually begged your parents, or maybe if you had a driver's license, drove all the way to New York or Baltimore to
Yeah.
get a PC Engine. I mean, TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself I'm not in Japan.
Right, that's the other thing. PC engine was what it was called in Japan. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's shifted a little bit, but occasionally a lot of our viewers have been Gen X. I think it's usually like fellow millennials. Hello, fellow millennials.
Hi, guys.
I can say that because I actually am.
Yeah.
And some Gen X, like when we were playing Zelda 2, interestingly enough, a lot of Gen Xers watched that. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
But I think now we're back into mostly fellow millennials.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I try to look every once in a while.
But yes, you who actually worked hard and got the effort to get a TurboGrafx
Now,
16 from NEC.
let us know in the comments if any of you were here watching, you know.
Yes. I can say, however, over here in the US of A, Genesis easily defeated the TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah. Now we are at 30 minutes. I don't know if we're actually close to completing this level.
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah. So we could try to complete this level and then stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the Chaos Emeralds in this one are blue. I think they might be a different color in the next level.
Wouldn't surprise me.
But I've noticed they're all blue, the ones we've picked up.
Yeah, and this round, I think they are. Invincibility.
Invisibility.
Indestructibility, and yeah, we just lost. So I guess that's
Alright guys, bye!
Alright, well I guess we'll just see how the score goes and
Yeah, we'll do the score. Oh, did you?
Oh, extra ball?
Oh, you got a okay, never mind. We're don't
still,
go, we're still here.
We're still in this, at least until I'm completely dead.
We're either gonna complete the level or get game over.
One or the other, I guess, so this is gonna be a long one, so stay comfortable, everybody.
I actually really liked the aesthetic of this game at times.
So do I, actually.
Like, I was kind of obsessed with the, game over. I don't know why I really liked the game over music in this, but
I can see.
yeah.
It's Doom, but it doesn't, you don't feel like it's not insulting you.
Yeah.
At least that's how I perceive it.
Yeah. Well, I guess they made it more like the kind of...
Because to be fair, they want you to keep trying, or at least leave that possibility that you'll put more quarters in the machine to try again.
Yeah, they're simulating.
And that's the thing
pinball.
I think that this game did great was it does simulate the pinball experience at that time. I just wish that I was had better dexterity, but yet again, I was an elementary school child when that period of pinball was going on.
So I swear I have played an actual Sonic pinball machine.
I believe you.
Back in the 90s. Like, I want to say it was at the arcade place we had.
Oh yeah.
In the mall that no longer exists.
I distinctly remember playing pinball machines at that spot that no longer exists.
And I swear that cabinet was probably made when this game came out.
Right. Including, ironically, talking about Mario Pinball, the best Mario Pinball machine, which was inspired by Super Mario Bros. 3.
I think I've seen that one, but I've never played it.
Really?
Whereas I played the Sonic one, but I don't remember it lasting very long. That's why I theorize it was made when this game came out.
I believe it.
Hence why, when I discovered it, I had only could only play it a few times and then it was gone.
That's sad.
But, like, it looked kind of similar to this.
I believe it.
Yeah, so... Man, I missed that place. It had,
So do I.
it had arcade games, it had a jungle gym, it had an air hockey table.
Yeah.
And it did its best. It stuck around till like because the mall was like dying, but refusing to like completely die, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was keep chugging along in zombified form.
The mall was being kept on life support, I guess we'll put it that way.
Yeah, it's probably nicer.
Yeah, that's probably a nicer way to say it.
I love that mall.
Yeah. And for whatever reason, people got really peeved at Kmart. Our mall had a Kmart, if you've ever heard of that. Fossil of a franchise.
Yeah, I think it's almost completely dead now.
Yeah, or chain. Oh, good, we made it.
Yay!
They decided they really hated it, so they started, like, very slowly closing parts of the mall. But Kmart's like, we're fine.
Yep.
Woohoo! Alright, well.
I don't know.
I guess we'll keep going, and we'll keep going till game over. We'll make it a real pinball experience.
Yep. Hey! I didn't think I'd do this.
We made it to the bonus.
Yep. There's Sonic playing pinball against a little Robotnik.
Yep.
Alright. Oh!
As you can tell, this was based on the cartoons.
Yep.
Based on how Sonic looks.
Yep.
Although oddly, Dr. Robotnik does not.
He looks like the Genesis game.
Yeah, he doesn't look like. The
There's Sally.
Yeah.
There's Tails.
Tails.
And Bunny Rabbit, and I guess that was Anton.
It
Sorry,
must have
Rotor.
been Anton,
Yeah, sorry, Rotor. I didn't get to save it, but at least we saved that. That coyote who said he would take it to the death and scream like a girl as soon as a guy walks into the room.
You won't get anything out of me. I'll take it to the grave with me. And then they start boiling water in a kettle, and he's like, I'll tell you everything, I swear, just stop.
Oh, Antoine. There's a reason the fans did not like you at all.
Yeah.
Although Bunny Rabbit loved you, so that's something.
Yeah.
Still amused and weirded out at the same time at how much she sounded like Chucky Finster, and we just got game over.
Alright, well.
So I'm afraid that's probably the end of the game.
Bye, guys.
Yes, it's the end of the game. Well, I did better than my first go. So,
Yep.
hope you all enjoyed today's episode
We'll
of Sonic
see you
Spinball.
later.
See you next time.